Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Season 1, Episode 1, When Wives Collide. You guys, I really enjoyed this first episode. If you're new to the show, welcome. We'll be kind of talking through it, the highlights, the lowlights, everything in between. And welcome. And be sure to subscribe, and thanks for stopping by. If you're returning, hey guys, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. All right, let's talk about it. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I actually really liked the episode. I don't want to say I was dreading watching this, but I wasn't excited. I wasn't overly excited about it, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this first episode. I think we have something here, and I'm excited to talk about it. So let's go. First episode, let's see here. With this first season, we have Kenya from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia, also from Atlanta, Teresa and Melissa from Real Housewives of New Jersey, Kyle is from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Luann and Ramona are from Real Housewives of New York. So let me know. I just want to know your thoughts right off the bat. What do you think about this casting? I personally I'm not the biggest Kyle fan, not a big Melissa fan, not a big Teresa fan. I know, stick with me, I know. I change quickly, it happens, like I can be easily persuaded, and I gotta say, I actually found myself liking Kyle and Melissa on this episode, if I'm taking them as standalone episode. Don't love them on their shows, but I liked them in this episode. I never like Ramona. I think she sucks, and here we are again. I don't understand what we're doing. I don't understand why she's here. I do understand why she's here. You know, she gave us all something to talk about. We saw it right off the bat on the private plane, so I get that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just not a fan of Ramona. All right, I'm jumping around. We're headed to Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos. They filmed this one differently, didn't they? Everything looked a little different. The music was a little different. Obviously, like, different production. I'm guessing they just wanted to keep things fresh. I don't know. Don't love the music choice that they blasted, but I don't know, the new intros didn't really bother me. Okay, so I'm jumping ahead to the good stuff here. So they're on this private plane, right? Ramona's just such an asshole. I believe Heather may have called her that one season. I mean, she really is. She just can't stop being an asshole. That's not me making excuses for her. I'm just saying she really is an asshole. P.S. I love that they're cussing so much in this season on Peacock. I think it's fantastic. It just has a different feel than the regular Housewives. But, you know, Kenya is not my favorite either. She has a lot of personality. She's polarizing. We'll just say that. But anyway, so in this thing, I just didn't think it was Kenya's fault. They were talking about her being away from her daughter, Brooklyn. Oh my God, such a cute kid, 2.5 years old. Being away from her, going through this divorce, it's a tough time. And Cynthia's trying to be sweet. I love Cynthia, I always have. Trying to be a good friend. She does mention that Kenya should have the biggest room, which, crickets, that was pretty funny. Ramona says, well, I'll take the next biggest room then. So Ramona's already starting this room thing that she's known for, right? And they start talking about this conch shack. I guess it's Ramona's night to plan something. They're going to this conch shack. Remember 6 years ago? I can't believe it's been 6 years. She conch blocked everybody at the beach, flirting with the cute owner. Well, she's telling the story, right, about this cute owner. Kenya was like, wait, were you married at the time? And Ramona says, yeah, but I was getting divorced. Ramona's saying that she couldn't be with her husband anymore. Again, that's where Kenya says, weren't you married at the time? And Ramona, I was getting divorced, bitch. I mean, it was just so out of blue. She just had this aggression, and she was frankly awful toward Kenya. And I never thought I'd say that, because I think Kenya can be awful toward people. I love Portia. But I just, that was out of the blue and awful, and screw Ramona, like, get her off the show. I think she's got a terrible personality. Kyle's making her shocked face, which is something that Kyle always does. Honestly, you guys, I'm surprised Kyle didn't have a meltdown on the plane, because that's her favorite thing to pull is, I have anxiety on the plane. People do, I get it, but I think she does that for attention a lot. Kenya is like, what we're not going to do on this trip is call me a bitch. And they're yelling over each other. Melissa tells Ramona, apologize for calling her that. Ramona gives a half-assed apology. There you go. They land. We find out that Kyle Googled everybody and says Ramona will call Kenya Portia. Well, then they flash back to the flight, and sure enough, Ramona keeps calling Kenya Portia. She does it throughout the episode. Ramona sucks. Okay, they get to this house. It's Triton Villa. It's gorgeous, you guys. There's Michael. They kept talking about Michael, the concierge. I didn't find him that attractive, but, whatever. I mean, if he wants to wait on me hand and foot, he might get cuter. I don't know. Take off the mask. Let's see what we're working with. Well, all the girls are getting there. They're arriving. They're drinking. And what happens? Oh, Ramona sneaks in. What's she got to do? She got to do the room grab. Do you remember that season of New York? They did the draw a number, and then you go in order of your number where you go pick your room. Like, why not just do that? I know part of the fun is the argument, but Ramona sucks. I don't know. She just sucks. She's putting her feet all over this bed, and people are like, Ramona, you're being rude. And she's like, no, I'm not. I should have the second best room. Like, she's just awful. Who has a funny line where she says she's so used to being embarrassed by Ramona, it doesn't even faze her. And can I take a minute and say, look how damn good Lou looks. What the hell is happening? She's aging backwards. She's gorgeous. It's kind of insane, right? Lots of stuff's happening in the background. Lots of Ramona nudity, apparently. Cynthia and Kenya go to talk to Ramona. She's naked. Teresa and Michael go to talk to her. She's naked. Remember that time, what was it, first season in New York, where she walked out of the reunion because they were talking about Alex and nudity and she was too uptight to talk about it? How the mighty have fallen. How the not so mighty have fallen. Okay. Teresa compares Instagram followers. Apparently, Ramona has 800,000 something. Teresa has 2 million. I thought that was actually pretty funny. Again, damn, Luann. Looking good. Okay. Ramona pretends to take a poll with the staff. Doesn't matter, but look at this outfit of Ramona. You can totally see her butt cheeks. My favorite line of the episode, Melissa walks out. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm dying. Walks out and says, is that her a-hole that I'm seeing? I love that line. I thought that was so funny. All right, let's go forward. So they go to the conch shack, right? Did the naming of this thing bother anybody else, the DA? Because it bothers me. No, let's not do that. So Ramona had FaceTimed the owner. What was his name? John, I think. Whatever it was. Yeah, John. They were FaceTiming each other. She was in lingerie. That's me doing her saying, I'm in lingerie. And he was just out of the shower. She's flirting. It's awkward. It gets more awkward. Here we go. She wants to see if sparks are going to fly. Good luck with that. Melissa puts on her necklace backwards. Kyle says there must be something in the water in Jersey. I thought that was a really funny scene there. We find out that somebody's been reporting all the stuff going on the girls' trip so far on Twitter. In fact, talking about Ramona calling Kenya a bitch within an hour of being there or something, and running and taking the room and all this. And it was Kyle and Melissa, and they do a deep dive. They figure out Kenya appears to be friends with this reporter. There's a picture of Kenya and the reporter together. Okay, so we go to dinner. They're hanging out. They're doing shots. They're all mocking Ramona flirting, which was really funny to me. Kyle brings up the stories leaking online, and they relate it back to this guy, Anthony. Kenya does cop to knowing him, but says she didn't leak the story. Kyle brings up an interesting point. Who does this benefit? And sure enough, the story benefits Kenya. Not much going. Ramona, she sucks. She says she hates the press. She doesn't get anything. Oh, P.S. I totally glazed over. This whole scarecrow thing comes out. Teresa, you guys, I know there's some Teresa stans. It's cool. Like her, don't care. She's not my favorite. Her voice drives me crazy. I know. Who am I to criticize anybody else's voice? But seriously, her voice is like nails on a chalkboard for me. But when that scarecrow thing came up and Melissa had to explain it to her, and she still had a blank look on her face, that was so funny. So she's saying that Ramona called her a scarecrow, apparently. missing a brain, basically. Teresa didn't get it. She kept calling her a Tin Man. Thought that was the brain thing, too. It was pretty funny. So Ramona tries to make this fake toast, and everybody's pissed at her about the room thing, not being a team player. So Cynthia takes her aside to have a pep talk with her. Again, I really do like Cynthia. I liked her on the show. On Atlanta, I like her here. She seems to be a little more sensible, a little bit more voice of reason. I find her so incredibly stunning. She's another one I don't understand how they continue to get better looking as they... I mean, she's just incredible. Okay, so she pulls Ramona aside and's like, listen, bitch, slow your roll. She didn't exactly say that, but she's like, please calm down. Ramona pretends like she gets it. She doesn't. She makes Cynthia role play about how she's going to say sorry to the table. So she goes back, she makes a toast and says, I started off wrong. I made the energy bad. Please forgive me. I did the wrong thing. Then Teresa says, what about the scarecrow thing? And Ramona comes over and does that weird close talky thing that she does when she apologizes. If you watch New York, you know what I'm talking about. And I mean, it's just, honestly, it was a BS apology. She's just kind of like, now that I know you and I see that you're smart and blah, blah, blah. All bullshit. Okay, anyway. Not much else happens. They end up going to dance. We do see Ramona with her turtle time here. That was pretty funny. And the credits roll. And I'm like, okay, cool. We have a cool first episode. This is a great place to start. The credits roll, and all of a sudden, dun, 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 it says Housewives After Dark. What is that? So they all come home, right? And they are drunk and fun, and we see Cynthia in the confessional. We see Kyle opening up about some body issues. It actually made me like Kyle a little bit more. If you don't watch Beverly Hills, she can come off as completely vapid. She drove me crazy last season because she's the instigator and then doesn't want to be a part of things. It's a lot. But I felt for her talking more about her body issues, and we actually got to see a little bit of a warmer side of Ramona, although I don't know that I fully believe Ramona was in this conversation. I think she's trained to say the right things in front of not even the right things, trained to, I don't know. She clicks on for the camera, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Kyle feels like she had a good girlfriend there in Ramona, and she was happy to see that side of her. We see the episode end. Then we get a flash of 5 days later. Ramona is toasting to John, that guy from the conch place. Conch place. He says he spent time with you guys. I'm so happy to see. It seems like y'all like each other. They bring up something that happened on the yacht the other day. And the blackmail with Ramona and Luann. I remember that season, you guys, because I recapped those old seasons where Luann accused Ramona of blackmailing her, something to do with, gosh, now I'm forgetting, Luann and the kids. I guess Luann leaving the kids too much and being with Jacques maybe around that time. I don't know. I don't know if it's that they're talking about or some new thing, but that seems to be Ramona's go-to is to blackmail people, allegedly. Anyway, so that's kind of, it looks like there's going to be some big fights going down, and they kept me hooked, and I like the energy of the show, and I enjoyed the episode very much. So that was the first episode. I think I'm going to stick with it. There's 2 more episodes apparently that just released. They were supposed to release on Thursday, but I guess we got a present early, so here we are. So I might check those out, and I may keep recapping. You guys just have to let me know. Do you want to keep going with this? Is this just kind of a one-off thing where you just want to watch it and, that's cool too. Just let me know in the comments below. We'll figure it out together, what makes sense for everybody. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.